top among them is Michael Sams. So Michael Sams is a openly gay college football player who played at the University of Minnesota, defensive end. He was drafted by the St. Louis Rams in the 7th round, so the last round of the draft. And ESPN broadcast him kissing his boyfriend after learning that he'd been drafted, and they treated it like all the other examples of shots of players being drafted and celebrating with their family and girlfriends and kissing their girlfriends. They just gave the same platitudes about how emotional of a day it was, so they didn't treat it any differently. So there's good on that. But then, so Michael Sams, again, 7th round draft pick. He's not the 1st round. He's not a superstar. There's question about whether he's talented enough to make the team and everything. He comes in, and he's got to deal with the Oprah Winfrey Network for a reality show. Okay? So I understand there's a historical significance here. It's nice that we've acknowledged that actually gay people do play football. But he's got a lot of scrutiny. He's going in knowing he's got a lot of scrutiny on him as the first openly gay player. And he comes in with, so I started my new job in January. If I came on to work the first day of work with an entourage and a camera crew ready to capture my colleagues' reaction to me, how do you think they would feel about me? Right? They've since put the reality show.
You didn't have your entourage, Dave?
I don't have an entourage. But, you know, sort of a poor move on Michael Sams' point. I wish him the best. I hope he succeeds. But at this point, he has earned nothing, right? You have to earn your place on the field. You have to earn your place on the roster. And to come in with those sort of communications disaster, I think. So, good luck with Michael Sams. It's a good move to put it on hold for now.
What will the reality show cover? His life as a gay football player?
I assume it's going to cover his, in training. So there was a show. HBO has a show called Hard Knocks, which goes into a team's locker room and basically is a documentary from the beginning of training camp till the beginning of the season, who gets cut and doesn't. I imagine it's something like that, except it's all focused on Michael Sams and his journey. So I don't know exactly what the details are, but that's what I imagine what it is.
I agree with you that he might have waited a week.
Because it also, like I said, he's earned nothing so far. It makes him look like, rather than just a guy who's trying to make the team, a guy who's out for the spotlight and out for himself, right? And in a team mentality and a NFL locker room, that's not going to play. So,
I'm quite sure that his teammates would all like, to have Oprah Winfrey following them around with cameras. So I'm sure that did not go over well, and probably, isn't going to be very interesting either. That's the other part of it.
Wow, good point.
That brings us to the end of another Beyond Social Media Show episode. And you can find us. Later today we will timestamp the video so you can go to any segment that you want and see it directly on YouTube and on our blog, certainly by tonight. And you can find us at BeyondSocialMediaShow.com and our YouTube channel, Beyond Social Media Show. You can find David at D. Erickson on Twitter, at eStrategyBlog.com, eStrategyTV on YouTube, and you can find me on Twitter. I'm at What's Next. My blog is What's Next blog. I write for Ad Age Digital Next, and I'm CEO of Maximum Plus, which is about all things Google Plus. And we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for watching.